from WATN, this is a Local 24 breaking news alert.
And right now, the TBI is on the scene of a deputy-involved shooting in South Memphis. One deputy was shot as many as 6 times, but may not even need surgery. Another deputy bitten by a dog. Thanks for joining us. I'm Richard Ransom.
And I'm Katina Rankin. Now, both officers were rushed to Regional 1. Investigators say both deputies are alert. As you heard Richard say, they're sitting up and talking. But the suspect, who they have not identified, was shot and killed. And this all went down as officers were serving a warrant. It was in the 1200 block of Haven Circle. Now, that's a private mobile home park near Elvis Presley Boulevard, and it's north of the Loop.
Now, we have a Facebook video of the scene and shooting. Someone who was visiting the neighborhood one house away from where the bullets flew took what you're seeing here, showing officers and deputies from the Metro Gang Unit and the Fugitive Apprehension Team and unmarked vehicles surrounding the trailer next door. You're about to hear multiple shots being fired in the distance, followed by return fire from officers at the scene.
Oh, they shoot. They shoot. They shooting, fool. They shoot. Look at this white boy.
Now, we counted at least 20 shots fired from multiple weapons. Local 24 News bringing you live team coverage tonight. Brad Broders is in the medical district where doctors are treating deputies at Regional 1, and Rebecca Butcher is at that scene in South Memphis.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with Rebecca. So, Rebecca, have we learned anything about the suspect? I mean, including why he was being served a warrant in the beginning?
Well, Katina, good evening. These details are exactly what the public and also us, we're still trying to figure out right now. We do know the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, they are on scene. We're still trying to learn more about that suspect. Now, since we last saw you, this scene has been pushed significantly back. I'm going to step out of the way and let you take a look. You can also see several barricades down there. If we can zoom in and show you a little bit more details of this scene. We know, according to the sheriff's office, that 2 deputies were serving a felony warrant on a suspect around 3:30 this afternoon. Gunfire erupted and 1 deputy was actually injured. Now, we know that that second deputy who was here at home in this area, he was hurt. He was bitten by a dog. We did get a chance to hear from Captain Anthony Buckner in a news conference just about an hour ago. Take a listen.
At some point while these deputies were inside of the home, there was a confrontation between the suspect and these deputies. Gunfire occurred. Our deputy was critically wounded, the second deputy injured, and the suspect was fatally wounded.
And right now, like we said earlier, we still don't know who the suspect is. We're still waiting for him to be identified. Earlier, when we first got on the scene, we did get a chance and we saw 2 people. One person said they were related to the suspect, said this person was actually their cousin. Obviously, they were very shaken up, emotional. They didn't have any specific comment and also did not give us the name of their relative. As soon as we get more information in this very fluid and developing investigation, we'll of course update you online and also on air as well. We do know that the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, they are here on the scene. They have forensic scientists coming, and you can expect a media briefing from them. They have taken over this investigation. Reporting live for now, Rebecca Butcher, Local 24 News.
Rebecca, thank you. We're going to head over to the medical district now. That's where Local 24 News reporter Brad Broders is at Regional 1, and he continues our team coverage.
So, Brad, dozens of fellow officers from all over the Mid-South on hand after hearing one deputy was critically hurt. But you could really see the relief on their faces when they learned he was sitting up and talking.
You certainly could, Richard and Katina. Still a lot of those deputies and police officers still here on scene outside the Regional 1 Trauma Center. Again, a lot of relief that one of those deputies shot at least 5 or 6 times, several times in the leg and the torso. We are told that deputy was wearing a bulletproof vest. The chief deputy told me he believed that torso, the gun bulletproof vest likely saved that deputy's life, the other being treated after being bitten by the dog. We are told that deputy who was more severely injured and shot up and talking about a 15-year veteran of the force. It is a man who was shot, 2 male deputies. We also know that both Memphis police officers and deputies were on the scene serving that warrant as part of some multi-agency gang units as well. A short while ago, we talked to the chief deputy about just the everyday dangers and no routine calls in this line of work.
These officers don't come to work to get shot at, but it does happen, you know, and it's a dangerous job to do. The sheriff's department, police department, you know, anybody that wears this badge they walk into danger every day.
That was also worth noting that Memphis Police Director Mike Rawlings was standing next to the Shelby County Sheriff's Chief Deputy. He urged the community for calm tonight, to remain calm as the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation does their work, an independent investigation of this deadly deputy shooting. Again, that suspect is deceased, and the deputy, the director, Mike Rawlings, also wanted to urge the public to think of that family, because that family is grieving. But 3 months ago, there was that unrest in Fraser after a similar deadly officer-involved shooting. So certainly that was front and center on the mind of Memphis Police Director Mike Rawlings, urging calm in the community as the TBI does its investigation and then hands those findings over to Shelby County District Attorney Amy Wyrick. Richard Gatina.